Hey, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straightforward Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Monday, January 15th, 2024, Martin Luther King Day. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, predictions here for you today. We got 4 picks that are great value bets for this Monday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you all are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support. Make sure you guys check us out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Straightforward Picks for more picks and content, recaps, ladder challenges, stuff like that. I post up on our social media sites. Make sure you guys check out our community Discord page as well. I'll link down below in the comment section and description for that. It's absolutely free to do so. You get access to more picks, research, chat, things like that. Great way to connect with our community as well. Also, be sure to drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you guys like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. I'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, guys, now it's time for a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and description for that. Great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. It's the cost of a body coffee, $3.99 per month. You get access to our picks early. That's really the big thing with that. Basically, whenever I'm done with the research and notes, I post them up in our community tab for our members. So you also get our notes with that too, detailing why we like the bets we like and the best odds that you can find on those bets. And a lot of times the lines do end up moving, so it ends up being worth it. But you guys also get a roll color in the Discord, custom emojis, badge next to your name, and shout outs in our video. And like I said, just a great way to show support for the channel as well. Outside of that, guys, let's get after our recap here from yesterday. We ended up going 2-2. Some days you just got to survive, which we did yesterday. We ended up actually plus 0.06 units because we had a plus money cash in there. So really not a bad day. We had the Timberwolves money line. We cashed that. And we cashed Aaron Gordon over 20.5 points and rebounds. We missed on Damian Lillard under 7.5 assists. He gets there late with a late assist, finishes on the hook with 8. So that one kind of hurt. And then Bam Adebayo over 11.5 rebounds. He finishes with 10. So we were obviously pretty close. You know, a couple things went differently. We could add another sweep, but that's all right though. We're gonna bounce back. We had Justin McKelvey, though, our comment capper calling the UCLA money line there in college basketball. He cashed that. It's a great call out there. But yeah, like I said, guys, we're on a 26-8 run in the NBA. We've been absolutely sizzling with our picks. Yesterday was just a survive day, and sometimes we're gonna have those days, and that's fine. We just move on to the next day, and we're gonna make some money today. So let's get after today, guys. Let's get this 4-0 sweep. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1. We got R.J. Barrett over 25.5 PRAs here for the Toronto Raptors. Minus 125 odds here on DraftKings. So, guys, we got Barrett over in 4 out of 7 games with the Raptors so far, averaging 9.9 rebound chances per game, 12.9 shots per game, and 5.4 potential assists per game in those 7 games. So, overall, he's getting a decent amount of opportunities as far as shots, potential assists, and rebound chances, which is what we like to see. Despite the fact that they get blown out by 32 the last game in Utah. Utah's been playing great lately, particularly at home, and the Raptors found out about that. Now they're coming back home to play the Celtics, division rival. I honestly anticipate this game being fairly close. Spread set to 7.5, so it's not crazy. So I don't think we'll have to worry about a blowout in this one with the Raptors, particularly being at home. I think they can hang in there enough with the Celtics for Barrett to stay on the floor. Which is something we could worry about, obviously, because the Celtics could be a very good team. He set this over in 9 out of his last 12 games versus the Boston Celtics, so we like seeing that. He's got a 29.4 PRA average since joining the Raptors, which I like seeing that. Yeah, Jaylen Brown also questionable here for the Celtics, so this definitely could affect the bet as far as in a good way if he doesn't end up playing. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that. He has a plus 3.4 projection on props.cash, so props.cash has him going over in this matchup. And obviously, hopefully, he delivers here for us today. So, load there for our number 1 pick, guys. We got R.J. Barrett over 25.5 PRAs here for the Toronto Raptors. Minus 125 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 2, we got Kyrie Irving under 34.5 points here for the Dallas Mavericks. Minus 110 odds on PointsBet. So, for me, guys, this line is just simply too high. That's really what I'm getting at here. Is under an 8 out of his last 10 at home, 8 out of his last 10 overall. Under an 8 out of his last 10, 8 out of his last 10 at home without Luka Doncic. So, overall, guys, this is not a line that most people hit on the reg, right? Regardless of the situation, regardless of who you have on the floor. Because if your line's is high, basically what the books are saying, this is the Mavs' only option. But that just means the defense could key in on him more. And the difference between him and Doncic, as far as when you see a line like this, because a lot of Doncic's lines are like this as well, Kyrie can't utilize like the post as much as like a guy like Doncic does. We don't have the size as much with Irving, so that's my concern with him. Wanting to get 40 plus from him, on a consistent basis. He's obviously one of the most skilled guards in the league. I'm not saying that. He's just obviously, size wise, not quite as big. Sometimes it's not quite as easy to create his own shot, like Doncic could. Taking it down on the block, and obviously utilizing his size more. It's not something that Irving has at his disposal. Now, Irving has the quickness at his disposal, which is different, but I just think that does make a difference. So you have the Pelicans team, which is pretty big overall. Honestly, both these teams filled up the injury reports today as far as with questionable tags and stuff like that. But as of right now, we got all the Pelican starters set to play. They got lines for all of them, so we'll see what happens. But regardless, guys, I think this line's a little bit too high. We just saw him go under versus this team at home in the same situation. Did finish with 33. It was close. But on a consistent basis, I like him to hit the under. Pelicans do allow the 9th most points to point guards. He's under in 2 out of his last 2 games versus the Pelicans. Pelicans play at the 13th slowest pace and are 8th overall in defensive efficiency. So, what am I saying there? Well, the Pelicans don't get up and down the floor as fast as some other teams, and they also play overall pretty good defense. So, that means it's just less opportunities for Irving to hit this over. And like I said, this line is so stupidly high, it's just hard to imagine him hitting this. He's got a negative 5.34 points projection on props.cash, so they got him going under as well. This is one of those things, if he gets off to a slow start, you already feel like you're probably cashed, honestly, just because this is such a high number to hit. So, love it there for number 2 pick. We got Kyrie Irving under 34.5 points here for the Dallas Mavericks, minus 110 odds on PointsBet. Okay, at number 3, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, under 6.5 rebounds here for the Oklahoma City Thunder, minus 110 odds on BetMGM. So guys, SGA is under 7 of his last 10 games, 8 of his last 10 on the road. Lakers 14th in rebounds allowed to point guards, which really when you consider that, it's middle of the pack matchup isn't too bad here as far as taking under on SGA. He's averaging 9.9 rebound chances per game this season. So that means he'd have to convert 70% of those chances into rebounds, which is a pretty high percentage. And particularly, if you got LeBron and Anthony Davis on the floor, it definitely makes it a little bit tougher with the bigger guys around. He is under in his last 4 games with the Lakers with a high of 5. So obviously I like seeing that. He's been grabbing more rebounds this season, but, like I said, I see him going under in this matchup. He's under in 8 out of his last 10 road Western Conference games. When he did hit the over, in the 2 he hit the over, he finished with 7. So, pretty tight overall here on SGA. He doesn't really have a huge ceiling as far as rebounds go. It's just that, it's become more of his game, honestly, but still, this is a high number for him. So, love it there for number 3 pick. We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, under 6.5 rebounds here for the Oklahoma City Thunder, minus 110 odds on BetMGM. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got the New York Knicks, minus 7 spread here versus the Orlando Magic, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. So yes, the Knicks have covered the spread in 5 of 7 games with since the OG Anunoby trade. He has been absolutely terrific for the Knicks. His plus minus is absolutely wild. So far, he's been playing terrific basketball here for the Knicks. Knicks are 6-1 overall with Anunoby. They did lose the other day to the Mavericks a couple games ago, but overall, the Knicks have been very, very good since this trade. Magic have lost 7 of the last 10 games on the road, 6 of the last 8 overall. Once again, going to be without Franz Wagner today, which I think is huge. I think that's a big offensive piece missing for the Magic. And really, Wagner was really him and Banchero were the top options, but, obviously missing Wagner puts a lot more pressure on Banchero. And I just think, as far as that goes, it just becomes difficult, right, to get consistent buckets when you are missing one of your key pieces. So, Knicks won the last matchup between these two teams at home with the Magic, 115-102 last year, so we like seeing that. Knicks are also a lifetime 23-14 on MLK Day. So generally, I'm used to watching the Knicks on Martin Luther King Day. Normally, they play pretty good overall. So I think once again, I think the Knicks are going to play well here on MLK Day. Afternoon game, so make sure you guys get this one early if you intend on playing it. Like I said, the big thing I'm focused on here is the Knicks are playing at home, and they're like I said, since the Anunoby trade, they've been absolutely terrific. They feel different, right? When you watch the Knicks play now, it hits a little different. Seems like there's something different about this team that might actually propel them near the top of the East. Honestly, they seem like that team that this could have been that piece. That really helps them take a step forward. And it's not like R.J. Barrett was bad when he was on the Knicks. And he's doing great with the Raptors now. I just think these teams, both benefited from the trades. I really do. I think both teams got better via the trade, which is interesting. With Anunoby and then, the Raptors getting quickly and Barrett there. But I love the Knicks today, guys. They get this line covered here at home on MLK Day. So love it there for our number 4 pick. We got the New York Knicks -7 spread here versus the Orlando Magic -110 odds on FanDuel. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you all enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. A couple quick notes, guys. We got our NFL Best Bets video for Monday out as well, so be sure to go check that out for today's wild card action. And then, trying to think. We're also going to have our ladder challenge day 2 out as well a little bit later today. We cashed day 1 the other day. It only ended up being one leg. So we only really hit half the ladder. So it's really like day 1.5. But I don't really know how to say it. It's really I'm just going to say day 2. We'll kind of make up the odds as we go. That's our 5K challenge. Make sure you guys look for that later if you guys would like. And also make sure you guys follow us on social media. To keep track as far as our recaps and things like that. Outside of that, guys, it's going to do it for me. Make sure to check out our Straightfire MVP program as well if you guys are interested in that. And outside of that, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace out.